What's up, guys? Bongani here, and today I will be breaking down my track that's out on Round Robin's recordings, Round Robin recordings on Izinyoni Volume 4, the compilation. I'll be breaking down my track, ZakwaZulu, so let's get right into it. So the first element that I worked on was the bass of the track. It's pretty simple, just 3 notes, nothing too hectic. It was just a bass that I got from this plugin Hive. I can't even remember what the preset was actually, but yep, that is what Hive looks like. Shout out to UHG. Yeah, then I just played 3 notes. It was pretty simple, nothing too crazy. So what I did is that when I first heard the actual like preset without any effects or whatever, it was pretty like static. So I added this note length effect from Ableton. Then it gave it a bit more groove, and it decayed the bass note a little bit. So without it, it sounds kind of robotic, but then with it gives it a lot more groove, actually, a lot more groove. And yeah, then I just EQ'd it a little bit, nothing too crazy there. Next was the drums. Started off with the kick, just a bit of EQ, compression. Then I just added a little bit of FabFilter Saturn just to give it a little bit of warmth and just a little bit more oomph. Nothing too crazy here, just a normal kick. Then next was the Roland closed hat. I got these samples from somewhere where I'm not gonna say. And yeah, it was just like the normal hat of the track. Same thing as well here, just EQ and compression. Then same with the shaker loop as well. The only difference with the shaker loop is that I added an auto pan because I wanted the loop to kind of have a lot more movement and go in and out of the track and not sound static, because it would really sound a little bit boring if the shaker wasn't doing much more than it was doing. Then I added an imager because I liked what it did to the sound. I'm not even really sure too much what Ozone Imager does, but it made it sound nice, and yeah, that's what I needed. Then for more like slight rhythmic elements, I used drum rack, and I had like a woodblock sample, a clave, 2 congas, and then a rim shot. So these just added a bit more more tribal elements to the drums, and it just made it a bit more groovier. Then I added a second hat, a closed hat, but this one has like a little bit of track pan. So yeah, I panned the 2 hats a little bit in opposite directions just to give it a bit more stereo width. And yeah, it's very simple. So it doesn't hit like every second note like the normal hat does. It's just a little bit more spread out. In the next section, The synths. Um, just so that this video goes nicely, I freeze these tracks, but we'll be able to still do everything. So the first one was the ARP of the track. It's actually one of the main sections of the track. Another preset from Hive, and it was just like a two note chord, nothing too crazy there. And yeah, I automated the filter cutoff just to give it a bit more movement and like an in and out feeling throughout the track, so it didn't sound very static. I did these all like by hand with my launch key, just so I had like a little bit of control and not trying to put everything in using my mouse. But yeah, this is the chords. Oh, the ARP. Yeah, nothing too crazy there. Didn't really have any effects because the Hive preset already had quite a few effects like reverb and whatnot, so I didn't want to edit that too much. Then the next one was like the F minor chord. Also automated the cutoff a little bit just to give it like more feeling. Yeah, then I used Kickstart to give it like a pumping feeling, so it'll duck when the kick hits. And yeah, a little bit of EQ, and just to make sure that the notes I played or the chord I was playing was right, I just used this MIDI effect in Ableton. Yeah, I think you can hear that pumping. Yeah. Then the next section in our synths, this was like one of the last things I actually did in the track. I added like a fairy type chord, I guess. Like I just needed like a little bit of sauce, like just something to really, I guess, tie the whole track up in a bow. So yeah, I used Diva. Shout out to UHE. And yeah, it's just a little bit of just returning between like F and C, and a little bit of, I think that's G. Oh no, it's D. Anyways, yeah, just returning between like F, D, and C. Same notes as actually as this chord, but just, I guess you could say, arpeggiated. Next is probably the bass of the track. Bass as in BASE of the track that actually gives the track its name, and its feeling is the vocals. These vocals actually are the clan names of the Zulu clan. It just sparked an idea when I was going to campus, and the bus driver asked me like, "What's my surname?" And then I told him it was Zulu. And then he actually started saying all these clan names. So I just took the audio from YouTube, and then I cut it up according to how I wanted it to be in the track. Yeah, nothing too crazy here. Just Zulu. That was probably the section that I used the most. And then Zulumnyama ndlela zimhlophe. Wena kaphunga nomageba. Wena kamjukane kandaba. Yeah. And that's the whole track. Very simple, nothing too crazy. I think 12 tracks in total. So it's not too crazy. And yeah, so, and that's the track. Thank you for everybody. Thank you to everybody for being here. I will be doing more of these breakdowns, so just let me know in the comments if there's any track of mine that you'd like to see, what the process was like, and how I produced it. Also in the link below, I'll leave the link to this track, so you can stream that. And yeah, please support Round Robin. They've been very great to us South African artists. So yeah, thank you to them, and thank you to you guys for watching this video. And yeah, see you guys soon.